Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Season 1 finale of Fionna and Cake, titled Cheers. And it's kind of bittersweet to watch this for the first time since sometime during Season 5, probably. After I watch this, I will be fully caught up with all of Adventure Time that exists. I was keeping up with the show regularly, as I've said multiple times throughout all of this whole reaction journey I've been on for this, and then fell off during Season 6 at some point. Or I think Season 7 may have been going on, but I was still back in Season 6 and just kind of burned myself out. Hey, I'll be caught up once again, and I know there's more to come. It feels bittersweet, though, right now. For me, there's always been kind of that sense of wonder of what comes next, knowing that I had so much ahead of me, and now that's going to be gone. Yes, I know there's more Fionna and Cake, I know there's more Adventure Time in general, but for now, this is it, folks. I am very, very interested to see how this season ends. Like I said, I don't know if when they made this, they knew that they were going to be getting a second season or had even planned to get a second season here. Knowing how things run on Max with their original animated programming and movies. Some may say, what movies? And I say, exactly. Hashtag release Coyote versus Acme, please. Hey, I have no doubt that this is going to be a great finale, maybe heartbreaking, maybe bittersweet itself. Hey, I'm just really excited to watch. And something completely different today, since it is titled Cheers, and we've had kind of the running theme of Cheers running throughout the show. That being set in a bar, I did a little bit of research on the show, because I did watch it when I was a kid. Reruns would come on Nick at Night growing up, and so occasionally I would be exposed to Cheers. I have seen it before. Sorry if that makes me sound really, really old, but hey. The show was set in Boston, so I was thinking, well, maybe I can get a Sam Adams to drink. But, I don't have any and don't really want to buy a single bottle of Sam Adams. I don't even like Sam Adams anyway. So I looked up what they drank on the show, since, like I said, knowing that it's set in Boston, they had specially made non-alcoholic, warm, flat, salted beer that they would drink on the set of the show. So it still looked and kind of tasted like beer, but I mean, honestly, that concoction just sounds really, really nasty. So I did not open a can of regular beer, salt it, and let it sit overnight. I'm instead going to partake in a bit of a local craft brew, because, hey, even though I really like drinking tea for these reactions, I'm a really big craft beer guy, and what better pint glass to drink it out of? And you can't really you can maybe see it as I turn it around. It's my Ice King pint. You can kind of see his nose like right there, gem of the crown like right up here. Maybe later it will look a little better. It's kind of an old glass, but I think I've shown it off before. That and my Marceline one. The Ice King one felt really fitting, but cheers. This is, I don't think I'll get in trouble for showing this off. People drink on YouTube all the time. This is from my favorite local brewery, St. Arnold, French Press, a coffee porter that they put out every winter. And I still happen to have a couple in my fridge out in the garage. So, cheers, everybody. So I'm going to be drinking this for the reaction tonight. Half decent little pour there. Don't want to pour it too heavily, but just a decent little bit of head there. That's a pretty decent pour, I would say. I'm also hoping this isn't a complete mistake, because I did give blood today, and they say you're supposed to wait just a little bit of time before drinking. They say no drinks within 24 hours, but hey, you know what? It's the finale for Fionna and Cake, so what's the worst that could happen? I just end up on the floor from this one beer. Like, Fionna and Cake. Something ridiculous. But hey, you know what? Let's turn the Ice King to the camera and just, probably for the thumbnail shot, cheers. Cut that out and put that in the thumbnail. But hey, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me scooch over here as I get ready to watch this thing. Take this opportunity to thank you for watching me watch this thing. That's kind of become a little catchphrase I feel like I've been saying recently. So you know what? I'm going to keep saying it. Hey, thank y'all so much. Normally I say subscribe to the channel, everything. Like I said, there is a season 2 coming, but who knows when. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to see when that comes. Other than that, check out whatever's coming next on the channel. As of recording, I don't know what's going to replace this in the slot. I might double up on She-Ra for just a little bit, just to get a little ahead. I have a couple one-offs I want to make. I did record a reaction to the film The Wild Robot, which might be coming next week, might be coming the week after, whenever I can get it edited. But I have, like I said, a couple other ideas for one-offs and a couple ideas for shows. So certainly come back and see what I do next. Go check out She-Ra, that's still running on the channel. And hey, I got a lot of other playlists of a lot of other shows, so if you haven't checked those out, give those a shot as well. And before I start this, I'm really hoping that we get like a different intro, because we technically got something completely different for episode 1, and then starting in, I forgot if it was episode 2 or 3, we kind of got our main intro. But this being Cheers, I kind of want to hear that Cheers theme song. I want to get something completely different here. So we'll see. Just throwing that out there before we start. And now let's start. The season 1 finale, season 1, episode 10 of Fionna and Cake. Cheers. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I must say, I am a little disappointed. Don't think I'm really going to see anything different. Pretty sure we've seen pretty much everything here. But one last time, Simon, let's hear what you have to say. Enlightening. Cheers. So once again, we're starting with just a no cold open, really, for the episode. Just straight to the title card. It also looked like maybe reality being torn asunder or something on it. Space. Oh, I love this. Oh, is this Casper and Nova? They're still playing the game? Or is this like Casper and Nova 3? The whole series is this just them trying to get this crown. Oh, so they're voice acted this time. It took a couple entries in the series to get around to voice acting.
Moon Demon King. Too late, Casper.
Okay. It's very much not Ice King.
Undisclosed third location.
No, your crown is in another castle. I'm sorry. I love the animation here. Kind of stop motion looking.
Again.
They don't look stop motion. But all the props do.
The launch pad for clues about where he's headed. What do you think we should do?
Okay, so that's still how it looks.
Fire twice for Nova's idea.
You really had to use your imagination for how that stuff looked back in the day.
Close, the crown gets further away. This book cheats.
No, it's just called runtime padding for the RPG.
Yo-ho! Blow, blow, blow!
Future Tooth Goose!
Give me that fingus, dingus!
You get out of here, Choose Goose!
The geese are long gone. Now is
So
the era of Pawn Swan!
Pawn Swan? Nice.
Get out of here!
Hold on. I stopped on a middle finger. Oh boy. All right, hang on. As I sit here and drink my beer, you're watching me watch an episode titled Cheers. It's something. And this episode's probably gonna kick me in the rear. A little extra. Thanks for watching, my dear. Oh, that was a bad Choose Goose voice. Hey, I had to. I'm so glad they brought Choose Goose back again. It had been a couple episodes since we had gotten a proper Choose Goose. Or I'm sorry, they didn't bring Choose Goose back. Let me rephrase that. Thank you for introducing the brand new legally distinct character, Pawn Swan. Love it.
Golden geese!
Is that a reference to Magic Man's first appearance, where he wrote "Eat it" in the sky?
I know this is hard to understand, but I have to decode the secrets of this book. I have to.
Oh God.
I have to.
Oh, Hineki again.
I have to.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so hold on. So Shermie is currently within our Ice King's like head, just playing video games. Was that like the embodiment of Simon, like with his own head, just like standing there naked? While Shermie's just like, I might as well just play some games. Also, Golb looked a little more upset, like showing a lot more teeth in that last shot. And Simon, of course, is now like dripping light out of every orifice, which is, it wasn't coming out of his butt, at least. But yeah, it does not look good over there. Also, that shot of the city, it really seems like just the city is the entire world. I don't know if that's just an effect of Betty or the location that we're in, or just that's how much of it Prismo kind of created. I mean, yes, I know we've seen like Ice Kingdom and all that other stuff in the magic Fionna world, but I don't know. It's interesting to see that it's just kind of the city. Regardless, I'm wondering if we stop Scarab by Fionna or Cake simply just touching him and turning him like non-magicified or whatever. I wonder if it might feel a little anticlimactic if that's how they deal with them. I feel like that's something they've been kind of setting up throughout the show, kind of showing us that. People commented in the most recent one that's gone up, Jerry. People have commented, I had been talking about this power pretty much for the first time in a reaction. But someone pointed out that in the Farm World episode, there was like a knife that Fionna had taken. And in the next episode, or she had taken it in the episode prior, and in the Farm World episode, at a certain point around the Farm World time, she pulled it out and it had transformed into just like a butter knife. That was another instance of something kind of magical turning like dull. No pun intended with it being a butter knife, right? Anyway, continue.
Crossovers.
Crud.
Oh, no, he's hot.
He ruined our house.
I'm so fucking sorry.
I'm sorry we put you in a bunch of jars.
No, don't apologize, Fionna. You're not sorry. He's gonna chase you to the ends of the He already has chased you to the ends of the multiverse.
Your little trip must have shown you the truth. It would be better for everyone
If you didn't exist.
Were just gone.
Also, I forgot to mention, but this episode is about 2 to 3 minutes.
My crystal.
Oh. Nice.
Hand it over.
Oh, are we gonna get to see all the villains?
The baby.
Scarab!
What?
All I was doing was playing games on my work PC, and you put me in a flippin' egg?
Yo, you're not supposed to do it on your work PC. You're supposed to download them on your phone.
What
the fuck?
Mr.
Yo, I love these wild ass designs. Yeah, there's the guy we saw already.
This is for the egg.
Oh no, the worst attack yet. Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
I'm
hi.
Harry, the living island of insight.
Oh, I hate that. Oh God. Oh, fuck. He is very bloody. Back to here.
These rockets have a pre-programmed route to the cosmic gate.
I mentioned...
No, but the Moon Demon King is so far ahead. We'll never catch up.
I mentioned in the last episode, you know, comparing them to like Sierra games, but given the whole kind of stop motion look to this, I wonder if the Neverhood was an inspiration for making it look kind of claymation-like. I never played it, but I know it's supposed to be one of the better, more cult classic kind of ones.
Get up, me!
Bad time to trip.
Oh, yeah! Huh?
Oh, hell yeah, Hunter. Oh, of course, Marshall's gonna bite, right?
Hey,
I love that Marshall just had enough time to say, hey.
if I can't extract this place whole, I'll rip it out piece by piece.
So he just straight up killed those other beings, right? Oh, yup. That is reality being torn asunder. It also looked like maybe reality being torn asunder or something on it. Oh, the statue is gold at this point. Yo, this reminds me of the end of
Back up, everybody.
what's that Don Hertzfeldt? Rejected. Godzilla. Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, I think I stretched too big.
Go Cake!
Love you, Fee.
I love the horn stinger, kind of like you would hear in the Godzilla movies.
The Cosmic Gate.
Final chapter. We're in the end game.
Well, this is it.
Casper and Nova arrive at the Cosmic Gate. On the other side lies the magic crown.
But are you sure you want it?
But the gate's closing.
Hope you invested points into speed.
Wait!
We can't both make it, but you can climb through, Casper.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, every JRPG needs a
Casper
character to
reaches
sacrifice
into his
themselves,
book.
right?
Fire once, Nova will hold the gate open long enough for Casper to grab the crown. But
That's the bad ending.
Or Casper drinks a potion that'll give him the strength to force the gate, but it will also cause him to forget Nova forever.
Oh, why?
Forever?
I've become so invested in these characters.
I don't want either of those things to happen. I like Nova. There should be more choices.
But those are what you
Well,
got.
Maybe there would be if you hadn't picked Casper's options every time.
What? I did?
See, your choices do matter in this game.
That doesn't sound right.
If we had gone on Nova's tablet quest, or ordered the bows that Nova wanted from the food wizard, it could have led down a completely different path.
Interesting.
But
Is this
they
to
were
say
both
that
after the same thing, the crown.
for different
Weren't they?
reasons?
Nova was basically obsessed with Casper.
Wait, I thought they were in love.
They were, but it wasn't exactly on equal footing.
Wow.
He could have noticed that she was sacrificing over and over.
Yeah, that's shockingly nuanced. Oh? What the fuck am I doing holding a book?
Get it off me! Hey, Beth, I was a prisoner in my own head.
Okay, so that's what was happening. Hold on, I'm just gonna stop real quick. That was, like I said, that was like shockingly nuanced. I mean, I don't want to say shockingly because they've been deep in the show before, and there's been a lot of, even in Adventure Time, there were a lot of just episodes that were purely metaphorical, I want to say. But yeah, man, just the whole, like, not even just Simon with Fionna and Cake. Like, they were all after the crown, right? For different reasons. Cake and Fionna were just trying to survive. Simon was being selfish because he, had lost his place in life, right? He was looking out only for himself. But also now compare it to Simon and Betty. Betty, in the run of Adventure Time, left her time to, come with Simon to try to cure him now. Became magical, exposed herself to the magic, madness, and sadness that all comes with that kind of curse of having magic in this world. Became Golb to finally achieve what she was trying to do the whole time, forever altering her existence. She's going to outlive Simon for the rest of time, right? Just to, knowing for an eternity that she did this to save him, right? And now here he is just only thinking of himself because he's bored and doesn't have a good life. And I know it sucks to not have a purpose in life. I have felt that way in the past before, but given everything around him, and even to go back to episode 2, I think it was, I mentioned, like, hey, he has, like, Princess Bubblegum and Marceline, who are just like good friends of his. Yes, they don't want to hang out all the time. He happened to call Marceline when she was just out and about with her girlfriends, trying to get tattoos, even though that wasn't working very well. But, Marceline saying, let's catch up later, Simon, please. Like she is his, surrogate daughter, basically, after all the history they have. Finn drops everything. And yes, I know Finn was trying to cope with, still trying to cope with the loss of Jake a little bit, but he still dropped everything to go try to cheer Simon up, even if it wasn't for the right reasons or he just wasn't doing it the right way. He still cares about Simon, right? Simon has a good circle around him, as I was saying in that last episode, and yet he was still just like, there's nothing for me here. There's a lot for him here, I feel like. So I think he's finally starting to come to that realization. Interesting to see what's gonna happen on the Betty plane, if he's finally gonna say, like, Betty, I get it now, fuck the crown, here, Betty, you can have it. Betty makes it. What if Betty takes the crown to make another wish? That technically wouldn't undo her one wish. It's a thought that I had. I don't know if they're gonna go that route, but it's something at least.
Cake's so cool.
Yeah, but I'm worried she's overextending herself.
Cake just took out Queenie completely. Also, please don't kill Cake. Cake has become one of my favorites.
My bread basket!
Oh no, Cake.
It's okay, cats always land on there. Oh, never mind.
Cake.
You're an 8, right?
Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, so they just fall out of existence.
He was in there. What?
I didn't even think.
I'll stop him. With music. A new, heartfelt song inspired by our love.
Hell yeah. I love the Western feel to it. It feels like a showdown at high noon, right? A little bit.
I think it's
Oh. I kind of figured that's how it was going to go, but it was still funny. I think we need Golb to show up. I never thought I would say those words.
I want this world.
Okay.
Oh, Betty.
He's realized.
Is that what it was like?
Time and time
Part
again.
of me should have known better. Like that day at the bus stop. I could have made the effort to support you the way you always supported me. maybe I never would have found the crown.
Yeah, it was always that way, wasn't
I found
it?
your note. You should be more careful with... You know what? The Enchiridion can wait. Let's go check out some petroglyphs.
Aw.
Really? You do that for me?
Wow.
Oh,
So is he now creating a whole other universe? Well, except now I gotta buy a ticket.
Isn't how it happened.
No. We made our choices. You were a wonderful experience.
You were... everything.
I think I cried out all my tears when I watched
Where are you going?
the wild robot. This one still... Oh. This one still might hit me, though. Golb on the bus. Golb on the bus.
Was that conversation all in my head?
He's written fan fiction about Betty.
I only offered to become Ice King because I felt my life didn't matter. But
Yeah.
I'm really no less worthy of life than Fionna or Cake. Huh?
Simon, what the fuck? We've been trying to call you for an hour.
Simon!
Fionna,
What happened?
I'm with Golbetty.
It's a canon name.
The scarab is here.
Oh no! Hang on, I'll put on the crown. Maybe
Nope,
you can
nope.
fight better with magic.
Don't change anything. This is the world we want to fight for.
Oh, wow.
But Fionna, what if...
If we die, we'll die together. As ourselves.
Aw.
Don't worry, Simon.
What happened to my boss?
I gotta go.
Fionna.
Fuck you, Queenie. Yeah, he can't do it.
I didn't ask for this responsibility! It's too much!
Ugh. What the hell?
Fionna World.
Oh. A dandelion? Can he blow out the seeds to the cosmos, to all the other worlds? They'll survive, but split up.
Simon, please don't make it harder.
I have something for you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, imagine reaching into your own head.
Is that?
Yes. Your world.
Oh, that's crazy.
What do I do with...
You'll do fine.
A world within a world? That's trippy as hell. So does this literally reseed the world?
I wish.
Oh yeah, of course. You make a wish when you blow out a dandelion, right?
I don't totally understand what's happening.
Oh my god, is that drugs? So how the hell does... Oh, I guess that's how Simon gets back.
Thank you.
Simon's realizing things about himself today. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's cool.
One of these has to lead to Ooh.
Come on!
Oh, it's Prismo.
Gonna have to ice these nugs for a week. Okay, let's see. Is Fionna World still there?
Is it connected now? Yeah.
They're legit now?
Hell yeah. Fuck you, Scarab.
It's gonna.
Oh, Blonde!
Oh, does his power just not work because they're legit now? Or is Golb about to show up? And he's gonna say, a boss?
You can't repo and authorize the universe.
No, come on! This isn't possible! Unless this universe has been canonized.
Fionna and Cake are canon now.
Boss? Okay, but...
Oh god, I was hoping...
Fair! I did everything right!
Maybe the boss is just the phone. It just drops down from wherever, right? Kind of like how in Earthbound, Ness's dad is just the phone.
No hard feelings.
Well, he can still cause property damage, right?
Tear down Prismo's precious sandcastle with my bare hands!
Ugh.
Gotta be something I can do.
Simon, Fionna World needs you again. Oh, that's just like when Fionna woke up there, right? Or Cake, one of the two. Now, for a little guy, he sure is powerful.
Stop wrecking my town just cause you got beef with Prismo! Ah!
Oh. 'Oh. 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 'Oh buff baby Finn.
Hey! Hey!
Oh.
Pink Laser came to visit us all.
Said you needed backup.
Interesting.
Hey, friend.
Fuck you, I hate you though. So who else do we have that we've met? Not the Lich.
Eat him.
Oh, giant Fionna? Oh god, not that many.
Oh my god! Cake!
What?
This is my top fantasy!
Oh. You know, between Golb almost swallowing Simon and Fionna growing very, very large. Aw, nice. You know, I'm wondering how many people watch this and realize certain things about themselves. No, Fiona's now the one causing property damage.
You think you've won something, but now you get all the bad stuff too.
That just sounds like we're real to me.
Yeah. Nice.
Egg you!
Jay!
Heads up!
Guess what? I'm a copycat.
Yo, Cake, what them cheeks do? Nice. And now he's a Tamagotchi for the rest of his life? He lives forever though, right?
It's over.
What do we do now?
How the hell do I shrink? Oh, okay, that's the one that shrinks.
Fionna.
Would it be okay if we just stayed here?
Aw.
Oh, angels, stay forever.
Y'all two look weird as fuck, but okay. It looks like some of the stuff they're building looks a little kind of magical. Oh, look at Simon. Hell yeah, Simon. Cheers. And look at Simon living life. Oh, and now he's loving giving the tours. The 90s. Hell yeah, best decade. And of course, he runs it out of a food truck. Nice.
All in all, I think Orba let you off easy. It probably helped that I put in a good word for you. Maybe you can even grant a wish in a couple 100 years.
Did he glitch for a second?
Only people who never pay their dues say that.
Why don't you take 5? I'll show you how to use my character creation program.
Oh no. Oh no, Thrice Universe! They just blast Scarab.
How about true heroes?
No. Put in dark medieval mystery drama.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm feeling like this whole experience with Fionna and Cake helped me realize that my life is worthwhile.
Nice.
I'm worried I'll forget that.
Yo, never have AI be your therapist.
This is juicy stuff. Keep going.
Oh.
I'm thinking of moving.
Yeah, probably.
Just a normal world.
Yep. Normal to me. Oh, and of course, I love that they're planting dandelions, which are a weed. Oh, I love that. It doesn't look like there's anything after the credits. And nice. She's dreaming about... Is that herself? No, she's dreaming about Simon dreaming. I'd like to think that Simon's dreaming about her as well. You know, that was a lovely ending. Certain things didn't go the exact way that I expected them to, but everyone's arc felt very satisfied. And this would certainly be one of those things where the way it ended, I wouldn't be mad if there wasn't a second season, because that felt really complete to me. I don't want to say I'm worried about season 2, but I really hope they came up with a good idea to make it feel like it was worth making. You know, like I said, after all this time in Adventure Time with the whole multiverse at their disposal, I know there's something they could do, right? Especially given that we've kind of introduced kind of the god characters kind of in the world. You know, Scarab obviously is being punished. Prismo is kind of back to his thing, and Fiona's world is canon now. Yeah. Simon finally realized that his life is worth living. Fionna, you know, got to live her life basically. And, you know, I guess there's something to say there to kind of look at embracing the mundane, given that Fiona's world is still, you know, yes, there's some magical stuff. There's, you know, the tank that dropped in, the people from other worlds, Cake, all that stuff. There is some magic stuff around, but it's not a full magic world like she was kind of wanting or that, you know, we were trying to build back to. I don't think that was ever going to be something that was going to really come to fruition. But I thought that was really interesting, the way that they actually gave Fionna her world, basically. And it was trippy. Like, it was all in Simon's head, but like he had it and then he put it in there, and then Fionna was holding her world while still being in her world. It's just one of those things that's just really wild to think about. I guess just the sheer power of Betty. And I part of me is really hoping that like Betty was the boss in some kind of way, but also part of me is kind of glad that it wasn't a big reveal, because it's just like it kind of adds to the mysteriousness of Golb as an entity, something that just kind of exists on its own with no real affiliation to anything, just all powerful and just like nobody fucks with it. I kind of like that. Very fascinating. Tickles my enjoyment of cosmic horror stuff greatly. You know, beings that cannot be explained, and to gaze upon them would make you go mad. I'm sure if I came across Golb in real life, I would surely go mad at the sight. But, you know, in the animated realm, it just makes me happy that a character like this exists and is just being presented to us. Like, look at this fucking thing, basically. Yeah, I thought the moments of Simon kind of realizing about his whole life, kind of his It's a Wonderful Life moment, where he kind of realized that he had been selfish and that really all that time he was just thinking about himself, and recontextualizes that episode where we got to see how Betty and Simon met. And it was always like, you know, he was saying, I couldn't stop thinking about her. I invited her to come with me to do my thing. You know, we went on my expedition, and, you know, all this time, anytime anyone had talked about it, like we saw in the Temple of Mars episode, she talked about like she was going to leave and then she didn't. You know, there was another timeline where she just straight up left, right? Without going with Simon at all. And now here's this other kind of branching timeline the other way. We had The Way It Went. There was that Temple of Mars episode where Betty just like let herself go in the past. And then this other branch over here of where Simon said, let me go with you and do your thing. I think that's interesting that like from that moment, there's like 3 timelines that kind of split from there. Very Ocarina of Time style. Yeah, man, this was a lot to think about. I like that it didn't try too hard to be funny. There were a lot of episodes that were very, very funny at moments. Overall, the tone was pretty serious overall, I'd say. But I'm glad that this one pretty much played it straight. And even the big like Fionna growing big, yes, it was a really good callback to the strawberries way earlier in the season, but you know, it wasn't like super dramatic over the top. Like think of I won't spoil what exactly happens, but think of the Amphibia finale and how I know that had 3 seasons to build up, or you know, another 3-season show with a great fight at the end. Avatar: The Last Airbender, how, you know, Aang versus the Fire Lord, incredible fight, you know, all these shows that have these big epic climactic battles at the end. And this was just kind of like, yeah, she just got big and used her cat as a hammer until they caught the bad guy in a Pokeball. That's it. Nothing too crazy, but it was everything surrounding it that was the big kind of thing. I absolutely loved this series. There's so much to think about, so much that I'm glad they were able to do. Yes, I do wish a character dropped the shit word or the F word, one of the two. Come on, like I said, it's TV-14, same rating as Arcane. You could have gotten away with one. I want to choose Goose to say it, or Pawn Swan as we got in this one. So I gotta dock it a point for that. No, but seriously, this was absolutely phenomenal. I was talking with somebody and saying like, yeah, Fionna and Cake is absolutely phenomenal. You just have to watch a 10-season show in order to like get it. And I don't want to say that's a big downside, because a lot of people who are going to watch this have watched Fionna and Cake. I actually a video came across my timeline the other day that was like, I watched Fionna and Cake without watching Adventure Time or something like that. And I'm real curious to see that, to click on that and kind of see what their thoughts were. But I think that is the biggest downside. Like if, you know, I go to some rando on the, not a rando on the street, like, hey, you guy, let me tell you about the show. But no, like, you know, like a friend or something, somebody saying like, hey, this show is really, really great. You got to watch 183 episodes of another show in order to get it, though. That's kind of the one thing that kind of holds it back for me. But what we get with that knowledge of Adventure Time coming before it, like, this was phenomenal. Like I said, I'm very, very excited for a season 2. Very excited to see what they have in store, what they have planned for it. And hey, I'm just glad we got confirmation that baby Finn was okay after leaving him on Vampire World. I'm glad that little baby survived. That buff, beautiful little baby. That might be the most satisfying part of the episode for me. But yeah, like I said, if we didn't get a second season of Fionna and Cake, I would be very happy with what we got. But we are getting one, so look forward to that, right? But for now, I think that is it for Fionna and Cake. I don't think I have anything really else to say. I did not finish my beverage. Probably the slowest I've ever drank a beer in my life. But with all that being said, what do you think of this season? What do you think of the finale? Did the arcs feel satisfying to you? Because they sure as hell did to me. So please let me know in a comment. And I guess I'll see the rest of y'all whenever season 2 drops. It feels weird. Like I said, the Adventure Time reaction series kind of ballooned out of hand, and I always knew I wanted to get here. But now that I'm here, I'm like, oh, it's over. I mean, for a little bit, right? But for now, it's over. So hey, thank y'all so much for watching this reaction series. These have done really well on the channel. I've loved to see the people pop in week after week, leaving comments, the same names, and you know, these have done really well for my channel. So thank you all very much, and I really hope you come back whenever season 2 drops. Don't forget about me, folks. I'll see you then, or whatever you come back for in the future. Take it easy, everybody.